There is something. I know there's something. There is a way to get to the upper portion of this tower. I just do not remember. There's a map somewhere. Is this cheating? Not really. Most games I don't really like looking at maps, but seeing this one where I'm fine with it, actually. Oh, no, hold on. No, alright. Eastern Cove, Lake, London Crypt, Aldous Heap, Chasm, Heights Tower. That's interesting. I mean, I guess they made a map for every area, so it's not that weird, but... Mana, Dragon's Eyrie, Memories, Dragon's Sanctum, Frigid Outskirts. Is there seriously not one for Broom Tower? Are you serious right now? It's so weird. Okay. Well, it's not terrible, but it's just one piece. And I need the other pieces. This one is awful. Oh, and that is the same one in Japanese. I can't read that. I guess there aren't any maps of this space. Never mind. Oh, there is a doorway. Literally. Okay. I'm just a little blind at times. I was like, I swear there's something else. I'm only a little blind. I don't need my eyes checked yet. Probably. I think there is one writing down on the elevator. Which means I shouldn't have my hand off my controller. Why would you... That's so mean. I know that they mean illusory wall. You're kidding me. That... I could have sworn there was something more to this place. That's it. That's all. That was a massive waste of time. That's fine. I'm not known for being timely. Oh, what? My stream ended again. Okay. Okay, well, I'll at least do this before I end the stream, though. Dun, 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 dun. Place the scepter here. And watch it flare to life. And look at those. Now, if I'm not mistaken, these big guys are no, I don't have the set on me. I believe that this is the same as the old Knight set in Hyde's Tower of Flame. I'll have to rest a bonfire in order to actually check, though. This elevator is one that we want to go up because you heard that. Back down. Da-da-da-da. One of many strange items in this place. I believe this is the hollow mask. The hollow skin. Close enough. It has the special effect of, it's basically a permanent detection spell, and also gives you a ton of curse resistance. It's 1,000 curse resistance. This isn't the place I wanted to be. We need to be on the other side of that. Oh, almost died from that. So, we missed it. Okay. But now we can get over to that door. Use this elevator. And we can get up here. Which is also somewhere I don't need to be just yet. We can come back here later on. And we definitely don't want to be there just yet, because of that guy. Oh, I thought there was a walkway right next to it. It's fine, I can grab the old Knight set from the bonfire now to show off the similarity that I believe there is. This set, you can see the tassets are the same, the pauldrons are the same, the helmet is pretty close. Let's see, are the pauldrons the same? I did say that, but that's a similar design, it's not quite the same. The tassets. The boots for sure are the same, they have that same cross pattern on them. the dangly chains between the tassets are the same. We are going to switch back to our normal set, and then we're going to go up top to grab something in particular. Up to the throne floor, the very top of the castle, which is interesting because the throne room is at the bottom of the castle. Yeah, that's what we want. Because right over here is the Baneful Bird Ring. That is not what I thought it was. But now a lot of the upper portion is more accessible. Because, yeah, the elevator runs between those two spots. And we might have just survived somehow. I think this is... yeah, the first time you go outside, this is where you come back in. You can't traverse quite far by just dropping repeatedly. More of those guys are awake now. All of the ones that were just laying on the ground before should be up and about. That's one of the things that the Scorching Iron Scepter does. We are going to try and grab something. Because I do actually remember where the Spell Clutch Ring is. The Sorcery Clutch Ring. We do need to go down to get to it. Visions of Message. Oh, wow. It's incredible. I think if we continue to follow this pathway, so there should be a big guy out here. A couple of big guys out here. An effigy. Charcoal resin. 3 big guys out here. Got almost all the items in one go. Yeah, and that guy has a weapon that isn't all melting. There's only a couple of those in this place. We don't actually have to go the way that we just did. And this door down here leads back from the cavern zone. Now I come over here to this little cutout. I think that was interesting. I think this is the one we want. I mean, it is the one we want because it's got things to grab. The strength ring. Oh, this is just where the normal path led. Okay, I guess not all of them are awake. Okay, that's where we want to be, is that pathway down there. And so I think the way to get there is through this. There should be an ashen idol down here somewhere. This little section of flooring with weird coloration can break. That's funny. They messed up the shading on it. The only reason I say that's funny is because that's how you can spot a lot of breakables in old games. As you can see, if you drop in just the right spot, you can actually fall through like 3 floors. Because if you fall on it, that does enough damage to break it. And yeah, I think that's the bottom floor. No, it is not. So actually, probably you can fall through this one too. Yes, you can. And that's still not the bottom floor. So you can fall a really long way if you drop in just the right spot. I think if you fall through all of them at the same time, it will just outright kill you. As you probably expect. From falling through like 6 stories of a building. Oh! Okay. Now we have reached the bottom floor. Can we open it before he squishes me? No, we cannot. That is the wrong spell. Yeah, it's fine. We already know what we're doing anyway. Oh, we need that. Don't go. Might have waited too long. Nope. Survived the fall. Then we want to go to this one instead of through the tunnel. Through the tunnel will also lead to things that we want, like the upper section of this. And now, if I'm not mistaken, breakable ones are not broken. Never mind. You really don't want to step on them, because like I showed before, you just fall straight through if you step on them. But by breaking them intentionally, you can sometimes get a vantage point on the enemies of that level. Unless there aren't any. In which case it's not an issue. And if you can angle it just right, then you can do things like that. And now... Nope, wrong angle. That's how you want to deal with those guys, because they're such a pain otherwise. And here we are, right where we wanted to be. Usually I deal with this guy by just running past him, because he's kind of a pain to fight. Because he comes back to life, that's why. I was like, I don't think I usually kill this one. Couldn't quite remember why. But this is the thing we're here for. Plus 20% magic damage or whatever. Eek, eek. This leads down into the caves. Sort of. Not immediately, obviously, but yeah. Oh no, this doesn't lead to the caves. This is Fume Night. There's a couple of those big guys down here. I'm gonna light this and rest at it so that they despawn. And let's see. Steelheart Ellie, there's another... There's at least 2 people you can summon for this. And now... I do want to hang on to one Smelter Wedge because there's somewhere in particular that I need to use them, and I don't remember which one it is. But one of the Ashen Idols gives you more Smelter Wedges. And so if I use up my last one here, I don't think I can actually beat this boss, because there's 4 Action Idols around this boss arena, and all 4 of them have a constant healing effect that they apply to all hostiles within a certain distance of them. And the entire boss arena is inside that distance. What was that? I've never seen them do that before. It's fascinating. So yeah, we're not going to get rid of this one just yet. Let's see how potent of a healing effect it is. It's not anything super powerful, but it is enough to make the boss borderline unkillable if you don't have, like, massive damage output. And when I say massive, I mean, like, more than what I'm doing. Alright, who's this one? Curly into the fold, yeah. So yeah, there's two on either side of the arena. And all four of them have the same healing effect on them. And this entire arena is inside an even larger one of these armor statues. You can see this is the helmet here. There's the pauldrons on either side of the arena. It's just a massive suit of armor. Yeah, we're not going to deal with the rest of these Ashen Idols just yet, because I think there's a specific one that I have to deal with to get more wedges. And I want to be able to get all 12 of them. Let me see. Should be listed in consumables. I believe these are listed in the order the game does. Smelter wedges. Oh, there's only 11. Are there only 11? Yes, okay. So there's one after Suralon, 4 activating the elevators at the 3rd bonfire. Okay, I'm gonna see about grabbing these other wedges real quick. It says to come here. Go up an elevator, then up another elevator. So I think it wants me to go up this one. I'll have to wait for it to come back. So to take this one up, then it says there's a recessed one, which I think I know which one it's talking about. Yeah, sorry about that one. Okay. We do want to pop in there. Although actually that might be a pop out situation. That might not be a pop in. Could try it anyway. I don't really feel like it. So let's take this and this, and then follow this path. That'll be a chest. Oh, right, yes. Yeah. I know where I am. Oh, didn't even need that. Lacerating knives. I think one of these is an illusory wall, actually. I thought that thing was coming back. Okay, this is one we have to blow up. Okay. He's still about, though. It's a good thing that doesn't reach far enough to hit that guy. Come on. Out you go. There you go. No, no, no. Out of the room. Their AI is a little bit like the crystal lizards, trying to flee from the player. Dispelling ring. +1 variant. So this should be the one. Yeah, okay. Then we have to do Sir Alon to get the last one, I think is what I said. Who is not an easy boss. He's actually one of the faster ones. Honestly, he reminds me not so much in his moveset or his like design or anything, but he reminds me a little bit of Artorias in just like the rapidity of the fight, of his attacks especially. This should be a staff / spear, I think. Yeah. Pilgrim's Spontoon is a weird weapon. It is a spear that can cast spells. And it works for both sorcery and hexes. And it actually has a pretty good design, I think. But it is nowhere near as powerful as this thing is. Plus it requires a ton of faith and intelligence to use. But we did get one of these. Which is... Oh right, you can't make the menu go partially invisible in this one. We also got Scythe +7, couple battle axes, and got a smelter hammer. The highest stat requirement of any weapon in the game. Has a strength requirement of 70. And it weighs a ton. It is, I believe, the heaviest piece of gear in the game. It weighs 35 units. And if you have the strength to use it, it has a really fascinating heavy attack when two-handing, where you do like a big spin and launch yourself forward. And I believe the attack has a total of 7 hits. It also has like the second highest durability of any weapon in the game. And if you look at its description, it says it appears to have been an axe. And it is now melted. Which, I don't know how that looks like it was an axe in the slightest. I think it looks more like it used to be a mace that melted. Alright, well, anyway. I think we're gonna Oh, that is not a very significant boost at all, actually. It's like 33 points. Yeah, that is tiny. Is it a 10% increase? Increase magic attack, reduce physical defense, yeah. By a not insignificant amount, jeez. Is it 80% reduction? 80-point reduction? Which would be an 8% increase in physical damage. Let's see. Should be right there, alright. Increases magic attack rating by 30 and decreases physical defense by 80. Wow, that's... yeah, that's pretty bad. Its design suggests one of the darker deities, being Velka. Presumably, considering it's a bird's talons. It's also interesting that both of these are from this place. And they have the exact same description, except that one says it boosts strength, and the other says it boosts dexterity. This is a fun one. It's like the Karmic Justice spell from Dark Souls 1, but in the form of a ring. Okay, I thought the clutch rings had a percentage-based bonus in this game as well, but I was wrong. Could wear that one. It's not a bad bonus. You know, I don't think this thing does anything other than opening the King's Gate. Which is kind of disappointing. It would be pretty cool if this had some other effect than that. And I did look. There is no Bellowing Dragon Crest in this game. Or anything similar, for that matter. Although I believe, yeah, we now have all 4 quartz rings. Put that away, that one. That one we're not going to use. Those, you, yeah. Oh, and the Umbral Dagger. We'll hold on to it. It's a neat little weapon. Probably won't be using it, but, you know. Yeah, +5 Elan Great Bow. So now I have a reinforced Great Bow. It's nice. Put that in here. Both of those. Both of those. You. 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 Both of you. And you. Away for now. And I do actually want to test this thing because I believe that is not what I thought it was. It's like a ranged version of combustion. Oh, it's such a weird spell. I have to go test this on something. I have to know what it does, how powerful it is. Probably not very, but yeah. Okay. It's not bad damage by any means. I mean, I think that did. Yeah. It's quite a bit less than the Crystal Soul Spear, but it's probably just about as much as Great Heavy Soul Arrow. Maybe even Soul Spear, actually. It would help if I had them so I could actually see. Yeah, 670. 615. That's not a big difference, considering I'm like a pure int build. If my faith were a lot higher, this thing would do a lot more. Also, if I had any pyromancy boosting gear, because that is a thing. Particularly the Lost Sinners set. Not the full thing, but the glove piece I know, the Sinner's Shackles, and I believe the Iron Mask, which is the headpiece, also boosts pyromancy power. Interestingly, the Desert Pyromancer set doesn't. The Desert Sorceress set. Which is, only interesting because they are referred to as sorcerers and use exclusively pyromancy. Primarily, pyromancies that aren't available to the player. They use something akin to Lingering Flame that is more powerful, and they use something that does make an appearance in Dark Souls 3, I think, and definitely Elden Ring. And in Elden Ring, I think it's Scatter O Flame. Basically like a fire version of Dark Mead. I think I've gotten too good at killing these guys, in particular. Wait, hold on. How much damage did this do to him without... It was 416, but it was counter damage, so... Again, pretty sure that was counter damage. Okay, 347, I think is what that said. It's 416 during a counter and 347 on a normal hit. That was a follow-up swing, so that wasn't really proper for testing. Okay. You're kidding me. Okay. Doop. Okay, that was a critical, so that doesn't help. 347, alright. That was also a critical. $439. Whoa. No, that had to have still been a counter. That can't be right. There's no way that boosted the actual damage output by like 100 points. Like 366, that feels better. 307. That was a weird one though. 439. Okay, I'm really not sure how much that boosted its damage by. It should only boosts the AR by like 33 points. It should only be 30, but I believe with my scaling it gets a little bit extra. Either due to the high scaling of this particular weapon, pretty consistently doing 439, which is... So it's doing 347, that's like a 90-point increase? Hold on. But yeah, it doesn't change my magic bonus at all. It just adds... like 30 odd. 201. 171. Yeah, it just adds like 30 magic damage to weapons with magic damage. Strange. I'm seeing like a 90-point increase in damage. Maybe it's just because that's letting me surpass their damage threshold, like their resistance. That could very easily be it. Whatever. It's, you know, I can take that to give myself a little boost if I need it. I think that is going to be it for today. Gotta break my bones first. Thing to boost. All three of these I could. Let's upgrade this thing. If we get this thing to +5 and throw on a Dark Infusion,
I'll be around.
We're gonna throw on a Dark Infusion either way, but if we bring it up to +5 in addition to that, it is so strong with hexes. I mean, the hexes that use a staff will, like, outmatch most sorceries when you do this to it. Just look at that boost. So if we compare this thing... This is a good one to swap. Yeah, 297 plus 227. This is 268 plus 158. The only reason the scaling boost is so much lower is because we don't have that much faith. If we rebalanced to be like split int and faith, this thing would massively outpace this in terms of dark versus this one's magic boost. Like if we were to cast Dark Orb with the both of them right now. This one... That wasn't Dark Orb. This one can't cast Dark Orb. Hold on. Would be this thing. We did take away most of its ability to cast Dark. We do not have a second one that we could use. Oh dear. Oh dear. We could compare it to this, though. This. That one I think is specialized for Dark. So if we have a normal one, upgraded is 194, plus 7 Archdrakes, it's 276. I think this is an upgraded Bone Staff, yeah. Upgraded Bone Staff, that was like 210? Okay. I think that one specializes in hexes, which gives it a boost. No, maybe not. Okay, and then the Witch Tree branch, which has been specialized towards magic. It is plus 10, though, I think. Yeah, Magic Witch Tree branch. But still, that's 297, was it? 292. A plus 7 Archdrake Staff. It's 275. Which the thing is also specialized towards hexes. I mean, not scaling-wise, but, well, no, scaling-wise, too. The scaling isn't all that different, it's just that I don't have a lot of faith, so... My scaling for Dark is pretty terrible. But so the unupgraded Sunset Staff is 194. The plus 4 with a Dark Infusion is 418. I think the only one that comes, like when you have a plus 5 Dark Infused Sunset Staff, the only thing that comes close to it, as far as staffs go, is a plus 10 Dark Infused Witch Tree branch. So if we dumped a ton into Faith right now, I mean, you know, if we could, if we put a bunch of points in Faith, hexes would be powerful. And the Sunset Staff and Kytha's Chime would be the way to go for that. So put you, and you in here. Because, yeah, it's the... Yeah, Kytha's Chime for hexes and Dragon Chime for miracles are your best bet. I think the Idol's Chime is also pretty good, and so is the Witch Tree Bellvine. Yeah, that one's 100 base in both, and pretty good lightning scaling. But this one's 166 base in both, and S lightning scaling. So a lightning-infused Dragon Chime, or a dark-infused Kytha's Chime, are like the way to go. Grab a couple, so not just little ones that we can actually use, though. We do need a hex that uses a chime. It lists the staff ones first. We could take Resonant Soul or Great Resonant Soul. Either of those would be fine, I think. Since they both do damage, it would be pretty easy to actually tell with Resonant Soul, because it uses up less souls. We can't use either of those, though. Can use that. Just going to be not as powerful. And we can't use either of these because... Oh, Idol's Chime is also specialized for hexes. That's interesting. This one's specialized for miracles, though. Yeah, if we... Oh, I forgot to attune that. I'm just gonna do both. Throw the lightning spear with this. Okay. 232, not bad. That one obviously can't do it. Let's grab a resonant soul though. 324. Now with Kaitha's Chime, 381. These are both unupgraded, and I have very low faith. Resonant Soul only uses up to 100. I think Great Resonant Soul I might not be able to use. Yeah, it requires more faith than I have. That one I think can use up to 1,000 souls. And then Climax, which is the, like, soul spear, essentially, of it, can use up to 5,000. And Resonant Flesh boosts... Oh, it heals you. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, these two are specifically made by Outcast Falcon. And Resonant Weapon, yeah, boosts your attack power. And I think it might be like a straight boost, like it doesn't... Because Dark adds dark damage, but I think this one just boosts your attack power. I don't think it adds any sort of damage, it just increases the damage you're doing. And this is basically Soul Greatsword, but vertical. If we could use it, would be great. But I do not think we have the faith to cast it. Though we can temporarily by wearing certain gear. That is currently stowed away. Excuse me. It's going to be this one, I believe. No. But... there is something that boosts faith by 3 that I have. It's going to be either one of these two, I guess. No. What? Okay, I know there is a headpiece that boosts faith by 3. But we can wear that, and this one. That brings us to 28. Which is, I think, just shy of using this. It is enough to use this, though, so we can actually see. Yeah, this one has way better scaling for dark, I think. Not way better, but yeah, definitely more. We want to see this, though. We're still one short. I just checked that, didn't I? Okay, I think my only choice might be to use a golden ball. I swear there is a headpiece that will do this for us. It's not this one, apparently, for some reason. Could be that. Maybe. I don't think it's the astrologer's headpiece. No. Not only boosted by 1. Why does this one boost it by more than anything else. He doesn't even really use hexes. He uses pure sorcery. If anything, this one should boost it by more. Because he uses hexes. It's just so confusing. Okay, I might not actually be able to show this off. That's not true. I can. I just have to use a consumable to do it. We're going to put those away, since they're not what I need. And I believe it is this one. Give us access to Dark Greatsword. Oh! I thought... Looks like this one shoots out a projectile, though. That's interesting. Let's see how far it goes. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty decent range on it. Does a ton of damage. Honestly, might be a better version of Soul Greatsword. Are you kidding me? No, okay, that did 810. Hold on. I have to make sure that that isn't doing more than Staff of Wisdom, because that would be genuinely insane. No, okay. I've just been killing really, really hard to kill things, apparently. Okay, we're gonna go back to Majula. And I think this is where I'm gonna call it for this one. Because my connection has been pretty terrible so far. We are gonna put our normal gloves back on, and our normal ring, instead of our faith boosting stuff. Switch back over to what we have been using. Put everything else in the item box. We'll hold on to that for now. Add away. So, nothing in there. Nothing there. Put you away, you away. Take that off since we can't actually use it most of the time. Put it away since we won't be using it for a while again. And I really wish I had the Blue Moon Greatsword so I could show the difference between the two. Because this one is like a long, thin version, and the other one is a fake version of this one. The other one's like shorter and wider, and can't do this. Well, that does eat a lot of durability, actually. Is that 10? So you can do it 7 times from full. Yeah. If we do it one more time, it'll break it. They really reduced the durability in this game. Well, I think it works out pretty well just because, you know, if
Your visit is well.
was it in Dark Souls 1, you have to pay a bunch of souls to repair items pretty much all the time, because their durability does not go back on its own. you have to either repair it at a blacksmith or with the repair kit, or use repair powder. And in this one, they massively reduced the durability of everything, but its durability is restored every time you rest at a bonfire. Which does suck if you're doing a no bonfire run. In that case, the Santier's Spear really is the best weapon for you, since it only gets stronger when it breaks. I unfortunately don't have too many people to talk to around here anymore. Shalacor is always here, though. There she is.
Why now? Just because...
She's quite a silly character, I think. We'll take that. And, oh! Oh, there's someone here. I'm sorry, I haven't been looking over there very much. Hello. Welcome. I can read your messages. I'm sorry. I honestly didn't even realize. It's the disadvantage of having everything on a separate screen. Well, I guess that's better than having it underneath the layer with whatever I'm doing. With this, you can do a really fun thing. On top of that, throw this on. And it actually works better with a different weapon, I think. Let's see. That should work, I think. That's a good look. I think the red eye effect is interesting because it does just put a red orb inside your head instead of making your eyes glow like it says it does. Which I guess it kind of makes your eyes glow, but it really does just put an orb inside your head. It's a fascinating effect. Of course, we could also bring up the dead. We could also do Agdane's set. Don't think that looks as good on you if you're not acting. I do play other games than this. This is the only one I've been streaming as of late. Just because I am working on clearing the game again. It's going pretty good. I'm a pretty good number of hours in, I think. I guess this one doesn't actually tell you the number if you're in game. I guess you have to go to the menu to actually look at that. I have put in a not insignificant number of hours on this one. That's also a good outfit, I think. It also gives you little nails. You look at your hands because of the gloves. I think, I don't stream daily. On occasion, I'll get, 3 or 4 days in a row. I think I've even had a couple times where I made it like a full week or week and a half, but I'm also doing other things oftentimes, and so you usually don't have the extra time to put into it. That's interesting. These two have the exact same defenses. They just flip-flop on magic and fire defense. Black set is a good one. It's the only one I've tried to recreate in real life, and I did a pretty bad job of it. Mostly just because this is kind of surprisingly difficult outfit to recreate. Especially when you don't actually know what you're doing. I imagine it wouldn't be that hard if I'd actually known what all was involved in making an outfit. This set doesn't have pants, which is interesting. It makes sense because the ones who wear this outfit are ghosts. Same with this one. This is also worn by ghosts. Let's see. I don't have the rest of that set though. I think I have... Oh, this one doesn't have gloves, does it? Or pants. No, this one does have pants. Those go pretty well with it. I didn't know that one was metal on one side. That feels misleading from that image. Those pair with it okay. No. Not really. Those are fine, but I think that's only because they don't really match with anything. And so they kind of match with most things. I don't realize the gloves were mismatched. Those feel too chunky. That one's alright. That's way too chunky. Those don't really fit. I think those ones go the best. You have something to share? Sure. Now we just... Do we have... We don't have Gower's Ring, do we? Huh. That's interesting. I feel like I should have picked it up by now. Is there... There's something to do with the Covenant I'm part of. There's a... Higher rank I could get to, wasn't there? Yeah. He gave me the... I'm brain dead sometimes. I'm supposed to go and talk to him at each location. That's how you get the other pieces of it. It's like, I should have gotten a spell and something else from him. Since I completed... I beat the Dark Lurker.
Young hunted the dark wind.
There we go.
May the dark
Timex and the Xanthus set. Which... Oh, it's not as silly in this one. That really is a ridiculous outfit. It's always got little tassels on the back. Looks like a bumblebee. Does any of it actually do anything? No. Not a single piece of it has an effect on it. That is a kind of hideous outfit, honestly. I do think it's sad that they didn't make the head taller in this one. Because it's real tall in Dark Souls 1. I think they could have kept it that way in this one. We also got Chunky. I don't think I can wear this full set without... Okay, without my gear it's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but it's doable. I can't tell if they've left. Just a light punch is enough to kill these guys. And this is a build that, like, I took all of my points out of strength. I got 20 points in strength, and I still have, like, 300 base damage with punching. The Vanquisher's Seal really is no joke. I just broke his spine. Maybe lumbar. Separated his lumbar discs. Permanently paralyzed from the waist down. It's a little rude, I think, but, you know, he deserved it. Okay, you deserve it too. I didn't actually get the backstab on him, but still. I think... Yeah, that'll boost it by another 20 points, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, that'll boost it by 8. That'll only boost it by 1. But if I do that, then... Come in. You deserve it. I don't think they're sharing, guys. I think they left. Everyone always leaves. It's a sad day. Oh. Hi there. You're also getting your spine removed. I think it's really funny that the animation does kind of make it look like I'm just ripping out their vertebrae. Never interrupt a city break. Oh, it is green once you've drank it all. That's cool. I think in the other games it's kind of just like a grayish color. I like that it turns green. It is interesting that the item image doesn't change until you've drank all of them. I think in Dark Souls 3 it has like a line, like a border that goes down as you drink it. So it like slowly goes down to empty. I honestly don't even need this thing. We can just stick with the gold ring. Yeah, I think they left. I think I didn't answer them fast enough and they just left me all alone. I did say we were going to wrap up anyway, so that's fine. I love that this ring lets you power stance your fists. It's kind of sad that it doesn't work with, like, fist weapons. It'd be great if the Vanquisher's Seal affected fist weapons. Because, yeah, now that does less damage, I think. I can still power stance with my left hand being a fist, though. That's interesting. Yeah, if you go like super high strength and dex, I think this would actually be a not terrible idea. Especially if you consider, like, this thing has incredible strength scaling. The only reason it doesn't do that much damage is because I have very little strength and dex. So if you put a ton in strength and dex, fist weapons are actually pretty viable in this game. You know, ignoring the short range aspect. Like, the first jab is killing most of them. I want to find a slightly tougher enemy and see just how strong they can get before I can't just, like, punch them to death anymore. Because I think it uses pretty low stamina, too, doesn't it? Yeah. I throw 8 punches with 1 stamina bar. And I don't have that much stamina. Let's see. Absolutely not there, though. Yeah, let's try it. Let's go to the tower part. Let's try and punch one of these wardens to death real quick. We also have just insane physical defense. We are immune to slashing damage. I'm sorry. That feels a little ridiculous. We have 100% resistance to slashing damage. Obviously, there's like nothing in this game that does pure slashing, so... You're kidding. You're kidding. That was like 3 punches. That was so little. That was 4 hits. I did 4 hits. These guys are actually like a little tough here too. The dogs only take 1, that makes sense. Four punches and he almost died. Holy cow. I'm gonna throw on my engraved gauntlets. Reduce my defense a little bit. Not by much. Did reduce it though. A couple 100 points here and there. Full howls is honestly kind of insane in this game. Gives you so much physical defense. Especially physical. I mean, obviously it gives you some and other stuff too, but... You're joking. We out-heal their damage if we're in full howls. I could beat the Ruin Sentinels with this setup. I mean, if they weren't already dead, obviously. Yeah, I was about to say that might be an issue. Whoops. That's fine. That was just messing around anyway. But yeah, good to know if I ever want to just not die. We're gonna go by McDuff, I think. I might not actually be able to upgrade this stuff. I might not have any, don't have any Twinkling Titanite. McDuff. You don't sell things, do you? You sell things, just not the things I want. Moonlight Greatsword. Don't want enchantment on there. We want magic. Because, let's see. What's it at right now? It's 380 plus 168. So that's 552? 548. That was close. We want to infuse it with magic. Yeah, now it's at 573. So it's like a 25 point increase. But there are other things could infuse. Most of them I think would make them worse. Like significantly so. Unless they're scaling with strength primarily. Like this. I could enchant this. Let's see, its AR goes from 210 to... worse, it goes to 160. That's bad. That's fine. I won't ever use it anyway. But that's terrible, actually. That is terrible. Put those away. Have some more things I picked up that I want to get rid of while we're here. We've already got all of those that we needed. We can't turn in these. I think we can still turn in these. We can still turn in these. And these. There's a bunch of other stuff that we could put away, but it's just like not inconvenient enough to have. And like they don't inconvenience us by having them to an extent that it would be worth getting rid of them. If that makes sense. See, that's fine. Put you back. Can put you back. Oh yeah, we got climax. Nice. This one can eat up to like 5 or... Oh, no, it eats all your souls. But it's like, I think it's like only up to 5,000 souls will actually boost its damage, but it'll still eat all of them. Which is a little funny. It's a little mean, I think. But it's still a little funny. I think that is, yeah. We're gonna hop back over to Majula, and I think that is where we're gonna call this. I'm glad that it, stabilized for a while, anyway. And we could actually go around with this setup. It's not terrible. Defensive-wise, anyway. I think we are going to switch it back to what we were using. Since that's still, like, pretty well within our... Wow, I can light roll in this? That's incredible. Holy cow, I'm still pretty lightweight with this setup. Alright, I think this is what we're going to stick to then. I am going to eat a couple more souls and see if we can grab another level. 86k. Okay, we've got enough to do that then. Should be 3. So 86, 46. You know, let's just go kill the pigs instead of eating more souls. It's a little more entertaining, I think. So we boosted the damage of this thing by about 25 points. A terrible boost. We can one-shot the pigs if we hit them right. I'm guessing that was a crit and maybe also... That was just sweet spot in the crit. I'll say it might have also been whatchamacallit, counter damage. I think it was just a crit though.
Until
We'll grab one more point in vitality. We will not be hitting max level on this character, because max level in this game is, I mean, like other Souls games, is 99 in every stat, and It is already costing almost 100,000 souls per level. So, we probably won't get much. Might get up to like 220, 230 by the time we finish this, but probably nothing beyond that, even. Might not even reach that, to be perfectly honest. And yeah, I think that is where we're gonna call it. Double checking that I don't have extra items like those. Or that. And yeah, I think that's the way the Archdrake stuff too. Light Ladia. So yeah, Archdrake, Ladia. Archdrake, Dragon Acolyte. I think that's everything. And yeah. Alright. Well, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, night, whenever, wherever you're watching. And hope to see you all again another time. Peace.